everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Red Light Scrambler Series, Las Vegas 110. My name is Derek Crimson. In the booth with me tonight is going to be Adam Chapman. And coming from last week here, we was at Bristol where Landon Lacey dominated that race and picked up the win. We'll see who will be able to, maybe we might see a repeat winner, or can we possibly see someone new to try to put them into the chase. Before we get any further here, we're going to go to the tracks, stats, and the weather. Adam, what do you see with this weather, and how do you think it's going to really upset the cars?
Well, as you know, most of the time, Derek, track's pretty much mile and a half, as you look, 1.52 miles. Track tip at 91, northwest, wind speed at 13 mile an hour. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do on tires. That's what I'm really watching for. I kind of watched it in practice. We do know that it tends to push up. What I'm anxious to watch is in turn one on the long runs. Turn 1 and 2, I expect cars to move up into the shade and see if they can get a run out. We don't know if it's going to work like that, but that's how it was last year, or last season, when I broadcasted here, was being able to watch some cars run a little bit higher than normal as the track went on, or as the race went on.
So, and also, I've also noticed is that it's tight in the corners, but it's loose whenever you touch that apron is what I've really noticed. I know in practice so far, we've seen a couple people try to hit the apron, and they've got extremely loose trying to run through it. The transition there is just so loose. Do you think we'll be able to see that maybe during the race, or do you think we'll probably see everyone kind of keep it up on the main track?
Well, as I decided to drop something to kill my keyboard, I think, honestly, I don't see many people run it. We might see it early. I don't expect them to run it at all when the tires get a little rubber on it or whatever, or start wearing off. There's a couple guys that I could see doing it. But personally, with these guys, man, they're so clean anyway, and you know that as well as I do. I don't see it honestly happening, to be honest.
Well, already you can probably see throughout the corners, there's just a little bit of rubber starting to build up. Of course, the track started completely clean, and the track is carried over all the way through. Do you think we'll see the times maybe pick up a little bit in the qualifying, or do you think we'll still kind of see them kind of where they're running at now?
I think it's going to be now. Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't think, you know, what we're seeing right now, I think is what we're going to see. I don't see, what's the best time in here? Is 7.69?
28.627.
Oh, 28.627, yeah. So,
yeah.
You know, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think we're going to see times pick up, honestly, because I know Jason Wells set that time back on lap 5. I think he's ran like 50-something laps or something now. So, you know, I don't expect times to pick up any at all.
Well, guys, as we're nearing the end of practice here, Adam, we're going to go on and make our race picks here. Who do you think's got the best chance at winning this race here tonight?
I was looking at last season's stats, and honestly, we had 4 cautions, which is kind of surprising for these guys. But it wasn't the trucks. But DJ Anderson, out of 90-lap race, led 67 of them laps. And right now, where is he right now? He's back in 8th. So that's kind of surprising, but I know he got in here a little bit later. I'm going to be watching the 10 car, actually, of Tim Blum. I think that's who honestly could wind up winning this one. Him or James Heater. Looking now to see. Tim did not run this race last season. So, but him or DJ, or him or James Heater, I could expect to have a good run.
Well, I'm looking probably more at the guy who's in second right now in the standings. James Heater, of course, he's already got 2 wins on the year. And I feel like, you know, kind of last week, I don't know if he actually ran last week or not.
I don't think he did. James Heater, no, he did not.
Okay.
No, he did not.
So I feel like, you know, maybe once, you know, he missed last week. I feel like this week he's going to come in here and he'll kind of get right back onto his form where he was. So I feel like James probably got the best chance right now. Right now he's 2 for 3, I think, or 3 for 3.
He's won. He actually won the last mile and a half that we raced, and it wasn't a cup car. He led 61 laps at Texas, and then he did win at Pocono. So yeah, he's won the last 2 out of 3 races. And
sitting here looking at it right now, out of everyone that's raced, he's got, I'm just looking at like at incidents or whatever, he's got the least amount of incidences out of everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, besides one person, that's Jack Walls. He's got 0 incidents among the 3 races he has ran in. as qualifying does begin, and I forgot this is open qualifying. Boy, this is what happens when you don't come back to a league in a while, because I haven't been hearing. What season are they in now?
This is the third one I broadcasted for them, but they've been around forever, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at track facts, by the way, Derek. Just to let you know, I don't think we're going to see the track record broke today. Actually, there's a good chance. 29.191 is the track record for these guys in the that was set in the Camry.
28 or 29?
29.1.
Oh, I'm about to say we in practice we had a 28.827.
Yeah, so we'll see if they're able to break it. Like I said, I don't think we're going to see a really fast time, but we'll see. Right now I'm watching the 86 of James Skelton. We do got the qualifying bracket up as well. How many drivers are actually in here? There's quite a few.
Yeah, I see about 20. I think
so. I think that's what I'm seeing as well. So James Heater going to cross the line. James Heater actually first right now. James Skelton jumps up in the 86 to 4th. Who are you watching?
Okay. Tim Blum now. Andy Lee. We got several guys. There goes Johnson to the top of the board now. Looks like it's kind of settling down toward the top. 28.778. So we're already faster than what we were.
I got the track record already broke right there. So that's wow. That's impressive, actually. Who are you watching right now?
I was actually just watching Johnson. Actually, who am I watching now?
Watching Kevin O'Brien working all four.
Yeah, that's where I was. Looks like everyone kind of pulled off. Let's see where Kevin goes onto the board here. Kevin looks like he
definitely looking for better than that.
Outlap.
Oh yeah, 48.
I would hope that's an outlap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too. So we'll stay with him for a minute.
As he works down the back straightaway here, he was not as low as what I thought he would be. He's really kind of up a little bit through the corners than what I was expecting. I figured he'd try to be a little bit closer to that white line, which is actually a big surprise for me. Comes out of turn number 4 here, going across start-finish line. He moves to 16th.
So picked up one spot over Kyle Souza. Who else is on track? Jason Wells? Fastest in practice. So far, what, 28.884? It's actually a very good lap, though. I'm actually surprised. I can't remember, did the track reset for qualifying?
No, the track carried over.
How are they running that right now?
I don't know.
Maybe the track cooled off some?
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking the track may have cooled off a little bit before for qualifying.
Let me ask you a question. Are you surprised? Because I'm curious about this, too. The track's going to cool off the less cars that run on it. Are you surprised, like some of these leagues that run open qualified don't wait a little bit longer, to go out and qualify to let the track cool off? Maybe about 5 minutes, just let it sit there for 5 minutes and see what would happen?
No, honestly, I feel like,
I think day 9 is going to be big when they break in transition.
Oh, trust me, that'll change the whole course of everything. Yeah. If they can get it, and then you could set it up right where maybe like you start during the day and then you end it during the night. That right there will change the whole game or the whole race during a race, because you got to set up you got to have a setup to run both during the day and during the night. And I mean, you see it in the Coke 600 in the Coke 600, people they struggle in real life being able to do that. You see guys that get up there and dominate during the day, and then they fall off as the night comes on. I mean, that part's going to change a whole lot of it. But in the sense of your question, I don't, honestly, because I don't see it causing that big of a difference, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't see the track cooling off in enough time where it'll make that big of a difference. Now, of course, I'm no expert or anything, obviously, because I'm still looking for that league win. But, it does make a little bit of a difference. My thing's waiting that long. I think you're waiting too long at that point now. I know it still kind of has the same effect even when it's not open qualifying. I have noticed that. Is that sometimes there is a little bit of difference when it's just single car qualifying. Yeah. So I must say, because I know whenever I've had to do that and I waited a couple seconds and then went out, my time did pick up a little bit and I was doing the exact same thing. So it really, I think it can cause a difference. I don't think it's going to cause the over a 10th gain of what we've seen already. Here's we're already halfway through qualifying. Eric Johnson still on top by just over 100th of a second over James Heater.
Yeah, Heater's on track right now. I just watched him work on a turn 2. Going into 3 right now. James Heater comes in here for this race. 16 wins on his career here in Red Light racing. So not bad. Looking for number 17. Whoa, we're going to get loose off turn 4. That's something we don't see happen very much of. You ain't going to believe who the most wins are in here.
Who? Enlighten me.
Sean Butler has 49 total wins in Red Light Racing Series. He's looking for number 59, currently 9th right now. That was last year's season champion.
I'm about to say, I don't even think I even have 49 wins in iRacing yet.
I don't think I do either. I might actually have 49 wins, counting a couple league wins. So.
I'm still waiting for that.
I'm sitting here looking at all the stats and incidences. Sean Butler has 121 races in this league.
Okay.
He's got 49 wins. He wins 40% of the time. Okay, that's impressive. He only averages 1.2 incidences a race out of all of them. That is not bad.
That means
love
most races he's not even getting an incident point.
Yeah, I love stats because they can tell you so much more.
Oh yeah.
They can tell you a lot about somebody.
We're just now nearing 3.5 minutes left in qualifying. Actually, someone who I'm surprised is in the back of the pack is Landon Lacey. He was about inside the top 10 in practice, and he didn't pick up on time like a lot of these other guys.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't see anybody jumping Eric Johnson. I'm just going to say it now because the track does have heat in it now.
And now that everyone's got back out there and kind of running on it.
I just really don't see nobody jumping up. He may be able to pick up a couple spots. Some of these other guys may be able to pick up a couple spots, but I just don't see nobody jumping up to beat a 7.79, honestly, because the track count. Because if you don't know, if you're new to iRacing or don't know a lot about it, iRacing has dynamic track, and what that does, it's just like real life when it comes to racing. If a bunch of cars run in, say the bottom of the track, 9 or maybe 10 out of 10 times, that part of the track is going to be the hottest. So, of course, you got to move around, look for grip. That's the same thing with on here. Of course, the fastest way around it is the bottom of the track. Not a ton of grip down there, so you're going to lose a little bit of time because all the heat that has built up on the bottom of the track. And what Lane is doing may actually be smart. He's coming down. He's run a lot of gas out and going to take 4 tires. It's probably a smart thing to do for you to be able to move up.
Yeah, I know that we do that from time to time in different things that we do. We sit there, we run it out, and then go down pit road, get 4 tires, and then try to book it out of there. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'd say is we're about a minute left in qualifying. Andy Lee jumped
up. Was it Andy Lee?
Yeah, Andy Lee, I believe. Yes, he jumped up.
He's tied with Jason Wells, by the way.
And they give it to...
They gave it to Andy Lee. So, let's see. It was an 8.18 for Jason Wells. And it's actually an 8.17. So, Andy Lee was closer to an 8.17 than an 8.18, and they gave it to Jason.
Yeah, I'm about to say because on iRacing it said 8.18 or 8.17, 8.17.
Yeah, what it does is continue on, but we can't see it.
Yeah, I'm about to say that right there is. Well, it's just starting position, but you'd always want to be as close as possible. And I think for Jason, he would want to start on the inside.
Yeah, I agree.
We got about a minute left in qualifying, and I'm pretty sure at this point, I think everyone's set. At least through the top 10 now. I think the top 10's kind of already set.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised if we see anybody jump up now, honestly.
Any surprises that you see in the top 10, or do you think that top 10 is probably what we were expecting coming in?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised to see Joshua Buckley. I'm not surprised to see he's that fast, but he hasn't done great in the races. I'm anxious to see him, how he does, and I'm anxious to see how Max Terriot does, because Max has had a little bit of trouble this season. If you go and actually look at the stats, he's not where he should honestly be in the standings. Joshua comes in here, he's in 9th, so definitely an improvement. But Max is back in 14th place, and Max, of course, made the Final 4 last year in the chase, so without a win this season. So it's going to be anxious to see how they actually do here tonight, knowing that they are getting a little bit better starting spot.
I was about to say, that is kind of a shock to me, seeing the Max Terriot, because I did used to run in this league, and it seemed like every time I was running, Max Terriot was always a front contender. As qualifying looks to be wrapping up, Eric Johnson will be your...
maybe. Not yet.
Wait.
We gotta wait until Andy Lee crosses the line. He can finish this lap.
Okay, that's the reason why they gave him so much extra time in this section.
He's gonna bring it in anyway. So yeah, it looks like Eric Johnson is gonna be pole sitter.
Yep. So Regal Pole Award tonight will go to the man, the myth, the legend, Eric J. Johnson in the 33. Actually, his card doesn't pop up, so I was going to say Chevrolet, but I couldn't exactly remember that. Starting beside him, it will be James Heater, who is actually my pick to win this race. So, big hopes here. Big hopes. As everyone starts to grid up, we're going to pull him in for an interview.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab him.
Right.
Give me just 1 second, and I'll do that. Let him grid real fast, and then he is gridded. So, thank you for making me look like an idiot. We'll pull him in and get him real fast once I find him. Eric Johnson in the 33. He's always fast, though. Hey, Eric, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, fast in qualifying. Actually broke the track record for ever that we've ever raced here. So, how's the car going to handle? What's going to be the most important thing here tonight?
It seems I can't. They're going over the rules right now, so I can't really hear that good. But it's going pretty good. The car's kind of loose. Just got to save the tires and not abuse them the first couple laps.
Let me ask you a question real fast. What is? I know you talk about tires. Do you expect the line to move up, especially in 1 and 2? There's a little bit more shade in 1 and 2, but do you expect the line to move up at all?
I think so. I saw that towards the later end of the runs. I'm going to try to move up high in 3 and 4. I'll see if that's going to work for me.
Well, man, you're always fast. It's good to see you get to pole tonight. Congratulations on setting the track record at Las Vegas. We'll hopefully talk to you here soon.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, man. Sorry about that, Derek. I know I stepped on you. I meant to let you do that, but I'm so used to doing it, I kind of forgot.
Yeah, I was going to let you do it anyway. So.
Yeah, I apologize.
Alrighty, before they start rolling here, I want to go and kind of start the grid here, because last time I went by just a little too slow. So before they start rolling here, I kind of want to go on and get it going here. Of course, starting on the pole will be Eric J. Johnson, and starting right beside him will be James Heater. Starting row number 2 will be Andy Lee and Jason Wells. Starting in P number 5 will be Tim Blum, and starting beside him will be Joshua Buckley. Starting in the 4th row will be James Skelton and Max Terriot. Row number 5 will go with DJ Anderson and Sean Butler. Starting in P number 11 will be Keith Haney and Brandon Puffenberger. He's about right where I would expect him to be mid-pack, but I don't expect for him to be there long.
Yeah, I agree. He had a great run last week.
Yeah. Starting P13 will be Brandon Minto, followed by Landon Lacey. P15, Richard Murdoch and Leo Bordage. I was pretty close on that. P17, Kevin O'Brien with Kyle Souza, starting on his outside. Row 10 will have Brandon Phillips and Daniel Haney.
Brian Phillips, but close enough.
Wait, am I?
You're all confused right now.
Wait, no, because starting on the out. Oh, my bad. I clicked on the wrong car too quick.
Jack Walls and
Brian
Anthony Antello in row 11.
Yeah, there we go.
And James Haney in row 12 in the Toyota.
Yeah, I messed myself up somewhere.
You're good.
Yeah, but we're getting ready to go to the green, Adam. Since you're so used to throwing it out to people,
wow.
I'm going to throw it out to you.
Wow.
So...
Yeah. I don't get as excited as you, man. I've called so many of these things.
Well, you know what? You gave it to me. I have that power. I'm giving you the power.
All right, then. Pace car dropping in, maybe. There it goes. And these guys have to go on green, and green flag is out at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Sin City. 110, Derek, underway.
And right now, Eric Johnson already cleared the 18 of James Heater, and I expect that mainly on the bottom lane. Wouldn't be surprised if DJ Anderson or Andy Lee, my fault, you said DJ running the green car. Andy Lee, he should be able to clear James here, but James gives a good fight back on the top lane. Actually, may have cleared Andy for the moment. Actually, he's getting a good run back on Eric Johnson here.
That outside's coming. You can see it. It will work this race. You already see it. Look at that. Look at that run. Wow.
Huge run already 4, James Heater. James Heater looking for the lead here.
He's going to take it. He's going to take that lead. Yeah, you've seen that coming. That highline's where it's at.
I'm about to say now, can these guys choose their lane on the restart?
I think so. I think they can do that now.
Well, we know what lane he's going to choose. I mean, he just soared right past him. Andy Lee gets around Eric Johnson. I bet Eric Johnson wasn't expecting that one to happen.
Just want to say, Joshua Buckley just got loose off 4 and had a saved the car a little bit, but did do a good job of saving it. They're racing really hard back for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and on back.
Still too wide there. DJ Anderson just got cleared here. James Skelton right in the middle of that mess with Max Terriot, and trying to see who that other one is. Sean Butler.
Brandon just got the wall.
Brandon Puffenberger gets into the wall. He seems like I can't really see too much damage on the car. He should be all right. Kind of going back up here to this battle still. There comes that 87 now trying to put his name into the mix, along with Landon Lacey. The 88 as well, still up there hanging on in the top lane, not actually able to clear is Sean Butler, as actually he just now clears Terriot with a huge run. Terriot gets up into the top lane.
Derek, one thing I'm thinking of is these guys run the high line like that. I'm going to be worried a little bit about something, is when the car does start to tighten up and push, what's it going to do if you continue to run that high line? How much time will you give up, if you give up any, especially in 3 and 4?
Well, my thing is you won't be giving up near as much as I think you would be on the bottom still. Because I feel like with you running the top, you ain't got to get out of the throttle near as much. As Andy Lee may have gotten into the wall there a little bit, as we're pretty much getting single file now.
Yeah.
On throughout the field, which is kind of surprising.
Landon actually making a pass right now inside the top 10, trying to get around Terriot. Terriot's season has not been where he could be. I don't know what it is. Compared to this time last season, he was one of the best cars in the season last year. So I'm very surprised at the way he started out early this season.
Yeah, not off to a great start, but of course it is still just the start. I don't know how many races are in this season.
We still got a couple races till the chase starts. This is race number 5. We only go to 8 races to the chase. So we only got Las Vegas, Kansas, Watkins Glen, and Talladega. So we got some really interesting tracks coming up over the next 4 races, including this one. So, and then the chase start.
Well, right now, this is the only side-by-side battle. It's still between Landon Lacey and Max Terriot. Max Terriot may have finally cleared Landon. It actually looks like the battle for the lead is starting to intense up. It's actually Landon loses another position to the 87.
I want to mention real fast about Keith Haney. He comes in here, and I'm not throwing him under the bus by saying this, but if you go and look at all the stats in general, again, because I'm a stats guy, I love it. If you go look at the most wins, he is actually inside the top of wins. I think he's 3rd on the most wins list. Yeah, he's got 12 wins. So we'll see how he does right now at 10th. Or I'm sorry, right now 11th.
Whoa, we got a car really up there. I believe that was Eric Johnson way up there. He was up there in the white stuff. That's almost too high, I would think. He's starting to run that high lane a little bit. Everything's kind of starting to spread out toward the front. Everything's just kind of starting to spread out. We may have got 3 wide back there in the back a little bit. We do got some 3 wide between the 20, the 7, and the 4.
That didn't last long.
No, we really didn't. They all checked out of it quick.
Oh, so they're going for the pass now on the 7.
I'm starting to see more and more guys get up there and get out of the groove, really, in running that top lane. Kind of a surprise to me, honestly, that they're getting up that high. Brandon Puffenberger gets loose down there.
He got a little bit of trouble. See, that's what I was thinking about the apron. We talked about it in the pre-race. He just gets the left sides on it. You're not going to be able to do that on these tires. Not now. Not with the track kept the way it is.
We actually got a battle going on up near the front up here. That is looking like that's where DJ Anderson is going to make contact. DJ Anderson.
What a save! Oh my gosh! No way!
What a save by DJ
Anderson
from the middle of the pack.
No way!
I don't see too much damage on that race car, though.
This is why they're the cleanest league. Look how clean that save mate was.
And there is no damage on that, may I
give the 86 credit.
That
I don't board. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow, that was...
I mean, thing is, what made that even better was that he was right in the middle of the whole pack.
That was one of the best saves we've ever seen.
That is.
Seriously.
Now, that doesn't beat last night's excitement, but I tell you what, though, that ranks up there pretty high.
Sorry, Michael Trevarthian, if you're watching, I think we got a new save leader.
Yeah, actually, we got more battling already. DJ Anderson still falling back here, losing. Actually, now he's got damage, I think.
Yeah, Brandon is trying to pass leaderboard age, and of course DJ right there behind him.
51's actually got damage now.
Yeah, keep in mind these guys do get one fast repair. So it's definitely going to help. They do not. Oh, that's right. They took the fast repair off this season. I forgot. They did take the fast repair off this season. Wow.
Yeah, he didn't have any damage before. I think he may have. Oh, we actually got a car spin to the inside.
Is that Brian Phillips? I can't. Kevin O'Brien.
Kevin O'Brien.
Oh, hard damage.
And I'm pretty sure that might end his night. That car is destroyed.
Boy, he took a hard hit.
Yeah. We're gonna back this one up here and take a little look at it there. He was to the outside of the 39. 39 made a slight little move up, no contact, but it was just the movement he made. You see that a lot.
Yeah, he's on pit road now. That's a tough break. Brian had a good run going last week, I believe it was. That's he's a very good driver. I respect a lot. I respect him a lot. It's sad to see him have a bad night after how he ran last week. Was it last week he ran good? No, I'm sorry. He finished 18th last week. Might have been the week before, but he had a good run last couple weeks ago. So it's tough to see that back to back.
I will go on to say this: the 01, he is running Kyle Larson line. He was up there scraping the wall.
Yeah, he's running pretty high.
In turn 1 and turn 2, and he made it work. He gained a lot of time on that 20
Somebody
car
else
right
just
there.
hit pit road. Joshua Buckley. We're seeing green flag pit stops.
All right.
I think the tires are that important. Wow. Or he's trying something different.
Yeah, actually, I do see some damage on that car.
Good damage?
I do see damage.
He does got a little bit. I don't know if that would bring him to pit road though.
Maybe. I'm gonna back this up here and see what.
He's gonna go a lap down.
He was battling. Oh, yep. I see exactly what happened here. So going down the back straightaway there on the same lap, him and the 88 were getting into a good little battle here. The 88 got a good run. I think the 2 may have put a block. Actually, no. The reverse camera was weird. Who?
And DJ just scraped the wall coming off too. I think the tires on that car is pretty much shot.
Actually, I don't know what happened to Buckley. That's just weird. Well, DJ
second. And you can say third as well.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much right there together.
I want to mention the last time by, the fastest car on the track was Eric Johnson. Wait, I apologize. Yeah, it was Eric Johnson.
Let's see.
Wow, he's running super high in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if he meant to run up that way or not that time. That high or not this time. Because he lost a little bit. That was a good lap by Heater.
Heater's still showing the way after 19 laps of pretty intense racing so far. We're getting ready to come to 81 laps to go, which, may I add, is one of the greatest numbers out there.
You had to throw that in there.
Eric Johnson looking to the inside on Andy Lee. Eric Johnson not quite clear of the 25. Trying to come up a little bit. Andy Lee battling back hard on the outside.
He's working that wheel. He is working the wheel, man. If I don't know. If you could see, like, in the bottom of 4, man, it looks really slick.
Actually, they were almost dead even at the line there. Actually, I think they were dead even. No, they were not, but they were close. May have been a little bit of contact right there coming through turn number 2. Actually, this is actually to open up the door for the 10. It may actually bring the 64 along with it, too. Eric Johnson still hanging on that bottom lane. Oh, 10! Got a little bit loose behind him. Got down to the apron. Loses a little bit of time. Andy Lee does clear him.
Kyle Souza on pit road.
Kyle Souza.
I think it's scheduled.
Too early, I would.
What's their Richard Murdoch? Maybe no. What's their field percentage?
Give me 2 seconds on that. I'll have that figured out here. Just give
because
me
it's got to be low.
What track are we at? We're at Vegas, aren't we?
You should be able to hit your info button and tell you exactly.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what I was doing. 50%.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's about right then.
Still battling back here for third.
We could probably actually hit 30 before we hit 50.
Gets to the outside of Lee.
Yeah, and Tim almost scraped the wall coming out of 2 that time. He did a good job.
Yellow's out.
Who was on? Leo Bourdage? No, who went around?
Oh, Joshua Buckley hard to the inside.
Oh, with the 55, yep. 55 also involved James Haney. Both of them guys.
Oh, in the 39.
Oh, wow.
Buckley on the new tires, driving out through the field. Buckley? There's a car there. Oh, in the 55 comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, 55 really got it good. You know, man, I don't know. That's uncharacteristic to see Joshua do that.
Yeah.
Something happened in the 39. Let's see if we can listen. Did he get off the gas like early?
It's got to be because, I mean, well, I don't know because you got to think Buckley's on them newer tires. So.
He got off the gas. He got off the gas just a little bit. I was still surprised to see Buckley, you know, because there was a lot of room there. I thought. Pit road's open.
You know, we should see everybody come down.
Yeah. It didn't work out for some of these cars that just pitted. Leo Bourdage is going to get the waiver round, which worked out for him. Kyle Souza.
Actually, yeah, Bourdage is actually going to win. Actually, be the lucky dog, I think.
Yeah, yep. There he goes. Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know who's
He's going to get the waiver round. I know that, so he'll be okay. I thought he would actually get the waiver or lucky dog, but I guess not.
Phillips is shown as our race leader. Actually, he did lead lap. Actually, he goes to the 4-car of Kyle Souza.
Yeah, that's about what I figured. And that's good, though. At least he'll get back on the lead lap, and at least Leo would get back on the lead lap as well.
As we get ready to watch the race off, James Heater wins the race off. Andy Lee second, Eric Johnson third, Jackson Wells, then Max Terriot, and then the rest of the field. Well. I ain't even gonna try to call that. I was doing good to start, then it kind of got worse. Alrighty, guys. Well, with that yellow being brought out here, we're going to go and take our first commercial break. We'll see y'all back here soon for the Red Light Racing Scrambler Series here at Las Vegas for the Las Vegas 110.
Look at me. Hey.
Back everyone to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Of course, Derek Pemberton here alongside with Adam Chapman for the Las Vegas 110 with the Red Light Racing Scrambler Series. Boy, Adam, that as we're getting ready to go back green here, that first run was so exciting that my throat is killing me. I had to go get me a drink, man. What do you think is going to happen now with this second part of this race now?
I expect to see the same thing. Fresh tires. I mean, it's pretty much like the restart of the race as pace car gets ready to drop off, but it's pretty much like the start of the race now. I'm anxious to see what the 18 can do. He did choose the high line, so I'm anxious to see how that works out. But you know, I did see Tim Blunt back in 15th. He must have had some issues on pit road, so we'll see how that works out as he comes up to the field. Pace car does pull in as the green flag is back out in the air. We're back to racing here in Sin City, Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Johnson actually got a really good start there. Tried to make a move a little earlier there. Good thing he didn't as they come off into turn number 1. Dead even there are the two leaders.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that 64 as well as with the run he's gonna get.
Well, I thought Lee was coming up right there to take over that point position. Can't quite do it yet. James Heater hanging on that outside lane.
There he comes.
Lee comes up a little bit there, getting through the corner. They kind of even back out. Johnson goes to the top lane. Who leads the lap?
Looks like Heater. Yep.
Not by much though. Here comes Heater, still battling hard on the outside, and there goes Heater on the top lane.
Johnson moved up as well. As soon as they crossed the line, he moved up.
Now Lee's got to try to hold off
Eric
Johnson as they are 2 or 3 wide still onto the lead pack here. Trying to see, I thought I saw 3 wide there. That they kind of calmed it down. Oh, we got a car to the inside wall.
Who was it? Do you know?
Kevin O'Brien, just sitting there.
Oh, yep. Oh, wow. Let's see.
He was massively off the pace.
Oh, he was coming to pit road and just locks it up and spins. That's what we're going to have an issue with tonight as well, Derek.
Trying to get on pit road.
I also want to mention real fast that Max Terriot is actually 1 lap down. So is Leo Bourdage. 1 lap down. I'm actually surprised that Max is.
Max has damage.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
Wow. You're right. There's a
I'll
bit.
go back and try to see what I see here. He was
Oh, that's quite a bit there.
He was fine there. I've seen something may have happened under yellow. Because he's fine there. Oh! There was a wreck under yellow.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
42 tried to come down pit road, and he was all the way up the top lane. The 10 car was underneath him. And, yeah. So
that's uncharacteristic of that.
That's why Tim Blum's in the back.
By the way, Joshua Buckley is back out on track. He pulls right up in front of the 33 with a lot of damage to his race car. Pretty cool. You can actually see that now, by the way.
Yeah.
Even though it's bad for Joshua, but it's pretty cool we can see it.
I was about to say, I noticed last night how the hood can fly off now, and they actually replaced it on my car the other night. They actually gave me a whole new hood and everything. It was actually kind of nice.
Somebody's starting to move up. We haven't really spoke a ton about Richard Murdoch and Landon Lacey both. Landon started back in 14th. Richard started in 15th, and they're both now 5th and 6th place.
Yeah.
I'm not really much surprised by that, though. Landon last week's winner. I'm not much surprised. It's a matter of time. He will figure out the track.
Yeah, and he was starting to figure it out in practice right there. Of course, we was talking to him pre-race before we even went on the air, and he was slowly starting to figure it out. It's actually, it looks like we got some good racing going on kind of back here in the Hornet's Nest back here. Of course, that's mainly being caused by Buckley being there. It's actually, I'm looking at Tim Blum's car right now to see maybe if I see anything worth any concern, and he does have damage.
On the right front, it looks like slight.
Yeah,
I see it too.
It's slight, but it's at a track like this. I feel like Arrow is still kind of big here.
Yeah, I agree. Arrow is definitely big here.
I feel like that damage is actually hurting him. So that sucks too, because he was up there.
Yeah, he was inside the top 5, same as the 88. He was also. Sean Butler was inside. I believe he was up to top 5, wasn't he? No, he's been up to 6th. This is his highest spot, but he's up now 9th. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see how some of these cars handle in traffic instead of just up front. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, who was the one that got into DJ? Just out of curiosity, was it the 87 or the 88?
I think it was the 88. Yeah, the 88.
Well, newsflash here.
Yeah, they're near each other.
88. Don't want to add more drama than what there already is, but, you know, that does need to be some sort of concern here, as them two are starting to catch each other, as back here, kind of back behind them, there's something going on back here. Oh, we got some interesting racing here. Tim Blum, Kyle Sosa, and Brandon Minto, they were all over the place back there, going down the back straightaway the lap before.
We got to take a break, guys. We had a technical problem, iRacing thing again, so we'll load it back up and get right back in there right after this.
Team racing allows multiple iRacing members to team up and race together, just like in real-world endurance series. Teammates can share driving duties, spot for one another, or be a crew chief. Team racing is free, both to join a team and to create one. Each teammate races on his or her own computer from wherever they want to. Your teammates can be anywhere in the world, and changing drivers mid-race is as easy as a click of a button. iRacing features team endurance events ranging from just a couple of hours to 24 hours in length. So, if you fancy taking part in an iRacing endurance race in the future, you can learn more about team racing on the teams page on the member website.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirled, I wanna be the man that saves the world. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. Of course, iRacing technical difficulties. What is new there? Adam.
We're always gonna be on iRacing Live. We keep saying that.
Yeah. Adam, underneath that technical difficulty, we had a situation. Landon Lacey in the 88. I'm trying to find his name here. Sean Butler had contact. Nothing terrible happened. Then calls Landon to go down through the infield, and then I'm guessing Landon must have missed a shift, or he just wasn't paying attention, and he blew the car up. Trying to get back.
I don't know. That's kind of surprising for Landon. Something we don't normally expect out of him, but unfortunately, winning last week. The good news is he is in a chase, but he has to finish out the regular season. So, you know.
I'm about to say, he was struggling a little bit there. Me and you were both talking about it during the technical difficulties. He was starting to struggle a little bit, and he finally got it all And it just looked like he may have been trying to overdrive the car at that point. Going back up front, it's still James Heater just kind of setting sail. Got about right at about a 9/10 gap here to everybody. And I don't know, it seems like it's James Heater, and then there's the top three, and then it's just a crapshoot after that. I mean,
yeah, to be honest, it's starting to. Once we start seeing green flag stops, we know it's going to space out again. Someone I'm impressed with right now, watching them, and I know you're going to agree, is the 10 who's worked his way back inside the top 10. Showing now in 7th, I think. Yeah, 7th place. So he's done a good job. I'm anxious to see if he's able to keep marching forward.
Oh, James about murdered the wall.
And same with Brandon. Brandon had trouble at the start. He's showing in 12th. And one thing we know about Brandon Puffenberger is he don't give up.
Oh, no.
That's one thing we say.
I promise you that. He's right over my bumper after he's hit the wall 4 times. This guy don't give up.
Yeah, and that's Airborne Graphics on the front of his car. So shout out to Eric Spencer. He's probably watching. Shout out to Eric Spencer.
Yeah, I'm about to, oh, okay, no. Well, I was about to say, yeah, I must say, he runs that in the truck, don't he?
I think he does. Eric does a lot of the paint schemes for the BGR guys. And does a good job on them. He makes some really good paints.
I really do. Actually, you know one person's paint I do like is that 20 car.
Yeah, the Air Force of Brandon Minto. And I like Brandon anyway. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so you know he's a champion.
Okay, never mind. We're getting off that topic.
He's a proven champion.
We're going back up to the top here. James Heater.
Like, personally, I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon goes on and wins the championship this year. You know?
You're lucky I don't have the mute button for the broadcast. I can't.
Philadelphia 76ers, they're probably going to the NBA. Laugh like you want. Underdogs win, man.
Guys, I'm sorry I started this, guys. I am so sorry.
The only thing is, the Philadelphia Phillies won't win nothing because they're horrible and go Atlanta Braves. But everything else in Philadelphia, thumbs up.
So, Philly, Atlanta.
Yeah. We don't pull for no...
Okay. I'm Tennessee, LSU, LA. I'm everywhere.
That's true.
Hey, at least I'm out there.
Hey, at least you're making yourself known.
Yeah. Actually got a good little battle here going on for second. Eric Johnson, Andy Lee, and actually James Wells.
Yeah, Jason Wells is a good job in the 64. I'm telling you, he made the Final Four last year at Martinsville. I think he actually won Martinsville. And honestly, coming into that race, it was a crapshoot. He had to win or be eliminated, and he won it. And honestly, it was because of late race strategy by him. Do not be surprised if we see him get multiple wins the rest of the season and make the Final Four again and have a chance to win the championship. Because he made it all the way into the chase, down to the Final Four at Atlanta last year.
Boy, you know, I know everything about making those late race strategies. You think you're stupid until it actually works out.
Yeah, everybody thinks you're stupid until it works.
I was about to say, that's what me and Landon did Thursday night, and somehow we found a way to make it work.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it work, you're a genius. Watching right here, DJ Anderson, Richard Murdoch for ninth. Murdoch takes away ninth for now. Let's see how that plays out. Murdoch fell back a little bit. He was higher. Brandon Minto, by the way, on pit road. That's definitely strategy. That's definitely scheduled.
One got a little bit loose there.
Murdoch coming on pit road.
Yeah. And he's got to make sure he gets that car. Whoa!
Brandon also on pit road as well. So we'll start seeing more cars hit pit road, I think. Oh man, Andy Lee got the wall.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, he does got damage.
A ton of damage. My question is, how hard does he try to race Johnson here? Actually, he's going to give a. He's not going to give him a whole lot of room. Johnson coming down pit road.
Bringing everybody else with him as well. And I will be honest, this is going to work out for the guys that pit early. I'm saying it now, right now. Eric Johnson will be your leader when they come back out. I'm calling it now.
I believe you are full of baloney.
Watch and see.
Nope, because I already tell you right now, James had such a big gap on him. I think he's going to be able to. He might be able to run one, maybe two more.
No, he's coming in now. Watch. He knows.
Nope.
Nah, he's crazy.
Nope.
He's crazy.
It's how you win a race. Is you make bold moves.
Watch this. You want to see a bold move? Watch Eric Johnson right here come out, take the lead. He's down in the white. Now watch and see.
Well, actually, right now, James can probably get down on this lap, and he may not lose the lead because...
No, I'm telling you, he's going to lose the lead barely. Unless he stays out here.
It may be a battle.
If he stays out here, he's going to lose it by multiple tenths. He's coming in now.
Down this time.
So we'll see.
Sure. Let's make sure he gets on pit road here. He's got to be at 50. Uh-oh.
He did get 50. He did get 50. Yeah, I was watching on the live timing.
Me too. There's no way. He was at 56. Oh, no, he was.
We'll find out. But anyway, watch Eric Johnson. Here he goes. He's getting his light back now. Peter, not yet in his pit box. They spent 40 seconds, so he's still going to be on pit road at least for another 20 seconds. I'm telling you now, watch and see. You're about to see a new leader. We've only had 3 lead changes.
He's down.
He's down the way.
Oh,
now, he did have a little bit faster pit stop than Johnson. I will say that. He had 0.2 faster.
He's down and away.
Right here. New leader.
Not for long, no.
Told you, though. You gotta pit early because you're burning too much off your tires. And it might not seem like a long time, but now Heater's going to have to get around these other guys, and in traffic, we don't know what Heater can do exactly. He'll get around Andy Lee, I think, fairly fast because he's on 2-lap fresher tires. It's going to be interesting to see what Jason Wells does, though.
That is very true. So new leader, the 33 of Eric Johnson, Jason Wells is 64. James Heater's in 3rd, Andy Lee 4th, and Keith Haney is in 5th, but Richard Murdoch is all over the back of him. And then after that, it's kind of spread out, like you said, whenever we was going to come down and take green flag pit stops. And it's going to actually, really, it's not as spread out as what I thought. We still got a big hornet's nest still going on back here between the 20, 51, 39. Actually, Brian Phillips doing a very good job getting involved in that last wreck to be able to still hang on. He's actually in 10th right now, battling for 9th right now. Actually, they're going to go 3 wide. DJ Anderson through the middle.
Woo! How about that pass?
That makes me think right now. Hang on a second.
There you go. Look at that.
Brian Phillips is on 8-lap old tires. DJ is on 3.
Yep. That's the difference in lap tires and tires. Now, see, here's what's interesting. We got a battle for the lead, a 3-way battle for the lead.
I must say, all Heater did was bring Wells into this race.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what's Wells going to look to the bottom? He's going to get there.
But this right here is what Heater wants. He wants these two to race to burn their tires off. And honestly, Andy Lee back and forth definitely wants it.
Well, with that damage, I don't know. Of course, Johnson does get the run off. Wells has got to get to his outside, but I don't know if he can even get there.
Heater's going to be able to take second, I think.
He'll go to the top lane. He's going to get a huge. You know what? We may have. I still hope he moves him out of the way right here. I hope.
You want to see another bump and run?
I want to see another. I don't care if it's a bump and run. I want to see someone get moved.
I don't know if we're going to see that here at Las Vegas.
As actually, look at that. Heater got to the outside of Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to. I think he will take the lead. He's definitely the fastest car. What's going to be interesting is when the next pit stop happens.
As actually Andy Lee finding himself slowly getting back.
Yeah.
Max Terriot, by the way, is done for the night.
Okay.
As new leader, the 18.
Andy Lee really tracking to 33 down now, which is very impressive with the damage.
So no surprise there seeing the 18 kind of get back up and trying to finish out as Adam. We've only got 50 laps to go now. This race is kind of starting to kick down a little bit. I think we'll see probably 2 more stops.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if we're going to see many more yellows. Because where we are spaced out. When was the last stop? The last time they pit stop was on like 58. Last time that Peter was on pit road is 54. I'm trying to remember how long they can go.
Well, Buckley came down in like 14 laps.
Yeah.
And the yellow was only like lap 18 or 20.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see.
So it's about 30 laps, I would think.
Yeah, I think you're right. What makes me interested is if something happens that Heater can actually run this till 85, he'll be able to do a one-stop race.
Well, in the top 5, the top 5 has only changed in one position. and that's Eric Johnson taking second. But Andy Lee, I've raced with Andy a little bit. He has patience, but I feel like that can slowly be kind of drifting away here with Johnson, because I think Andy Lee is a little bit faster than this 33, but right now Johnson just has the preferred line. And I'm still so surprised that these guys are running the bottom, even though the faster line should be the way to go.
Yeah, I'm watching Tim Blum right now. He's working on Richard Murdoch. He actually just went to the low side. This is for 6th place. And he was able to hold with him on the bottom line on exit. He does actually take the lead, or take 6th place away, using the bottom line going into 1 and 2. So he does move up to 6th place now.
As actually gets in the wall. Adam, okay. Good job that Adam Curse is back.
What?
I said I'm glad the Adam Curse is back. I was beginning to wonder.
That's a good thing. I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah, I'm about to say we might see a very strongly worded email toward Adam for him up.
Hey, I didn't pick the 18.
No, I picked the 18. I forgot who you picked.
I picked Tim Blum. Sir.
Okay, and my point is currently still being proven.
A good battle back here for 10th place, by the way.
Actually, we're going to go back there and look at that. Oh, wow, 3 wide there maybe for a second. Brendan Puffenberger, where did he go?
I don't know, man. He's really starting to pick up the pace.
Actually, he's to the inside of the 20 here. I'm kind of interested to see what this 4 car is going to try to do here. Actually, the 20 looking like he's not trying to get the 908 hardly any room. Actually, looks like the 20.
Yeah, that's definitely somebody slow in the backstretch. Somebody stopped. I don't know who it was. They're still there.
I think it's the 55.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He is dead at this point. That car has seen much.
I think he blew up.
Let's see here. He came out of pit. No! He kind of did what we thought. I don't know. That car is still running right now. He killed the motor on his own. At least I thought. Wait, hang on here. I'm gonna make this up here.
Yeah, I'm sitting here now watching the Sean Butler, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nah.
I don't know. I feel kind of bad for James, though.
Oh, he did blow it up. My fault.
Yep.
He did blow it up. You couldn't hear it the first time around. So, let's kind of go up here. Let's look at...
He does make it back to pit road, by the way.
He does. So, that's, once again, kind of unfortunate for him. I forgot who you said we was watching. You said the 87, right?
Not now. 64, okay. Andy Lee and the 64 side by side. That's for 3rd. Jason Wells going to take that spot away using a low line. Maybe, anyway.
Yeah, that's actually, here comes Andy back on the outside. I don't know, Andy, he's showing, actually, he's going to kind of get back to him.
Derek, we need to jump up to the lead. I'm watching Eric Johnson. He's 2/10 faster last time by.
Eric, pick out the NOS for me, bud. That would be quite nice.
He found something.
Apparently, because holy crap.
Yeah, he has. And look how much lower he's running.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because the guy was almost to a second a few laps ago. Makes me think James may have had a couple of bad laps, actually, so I'm actually going to go look at his lap.
He's faster this time again by a little under, or a little over a half a tenth. Yeah, he's right there on him now. He definitely got a battle for the lead now.
Yeah, we definitely got a good battle for the lead here. It's just these two. No surprise in that, though. I kind of was expecting this once qualifying was over. I figured these two guys would make it interesting. But right now, I think James finally seen what Eric was doing. Kind of gets down, blocks that white line as he continues it. Oh, wait, Adam, look at the blimp cam. The blimp cam is actually really good for here. I'm just letting you know that.
Huh?
You can see literally everything that these two are doing.
You are live in the blimp.
We are up in the blimp watching this battle.
I want to mention also, by the way, Eric Johnson that we see in the 33. He don't actually have as many wins as what you think. He only has 2 wins. Looking to get his 3rd win here tonight.
I'm about to say we've been racing. I used to do a lot of racing with Eric in a different league.
He's good.
He's good. Now, he struggles in this car, I have noticed, which is kind of a surprise to me. He's better in the B cars, I think, sometimes.
I
Is what I
agree.
feel like.
I agree.
The Cup cars, you know, he don't get me wrong, he's still phenomenal in them. I just feel like he feels like he's that much better in the B cars. Actually, he's getting back up to what he was doing earlier in the race, and I believe that's why we're seeing James pull back out here. The 33 went back up to the white stuff again, and it cost him 2/10. You don't think James was sitting there playing with him, do you?
I don't think he was playing, but he could actually been saving something.
Actually, Brandon Puffenberger just disconnected.
Well, what happened to him?
I don't know. He came down pit road.
Huh.
And he may have got caught speeding again on pit road, maybe.
Brandon Minto on pit road as well. He just hit pit road. So we are starting to see green flag stops once again.
As really, these two have really kind of checked out onto their own, though, now that I'm sitting here looking at it. They're about a second out, almost 2 seconds out in front of the whole field.
Yeah, everybody's kind of spaced out. There is one, well, he's a lap down, so
Actually, Sean Butler and Richard Murdoch is probably the closest battle on
Andy Lee
track.
actually hit pit road already, by the way.
Okay, so that explains where he went.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened, too.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like this gap is not really going much of anywhere. So, and here's what I'm thinking now. You don't think James maybe backed off a little bit so that way he knows when this 33 goes down pit road, do you?
It's a good possibility with that. He may be trying to save a little bit of fuel as well to maybe do it on one stop.
Actually, here comes the 33. He was looking to the outside there, and actually, both these guys are kind of falling off because Jason Wells is coming back.
I'm surprised to see the 18 actually run the apron right there on the straightaway.
Me too. It's actually, wow, Jason Wells right there gains 2 more tenths on these guys. These two guys have really slowed up now.
Yeah.
It's kind of bringing Jason Wells kind of back in. Oh,
What
Peter
happened?
gets loose on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what just happened? And he's going to give up the lead.
Actually, this...
He may go ahead and break it. You know what he's doing? He's saving fuel.
No.
I think I just heard him cut the car off into 3. Hold on. Riding on board. He's saving fuel.
Really?
Yep.
That engine is off on the 18 car.
That's,
You don't think he's saving for the last run, do you? He just did it again.
you know what I'm thinking?
Now...
I think he's doing this so he'll fill up faster.
I'm going to be listening in on the 33 here, see maybe he got the memo.
The 33 is not shutting down.
No, he is not.
He's still running pretty high RPM. 7,300 is what he's running through 1 and 2.
We'll see what he does getting off into 3 and 4 right here.
Yeah, he's definitely not shutting it off.
No, I'm about to say right there he got it down to 70. Well, actually, he got it down into the 6th out. He's coming out pit road this time.
Yep. So what's interesting is James is not completely shutting his car off. All he's doing is clutching.
I've heard him turn it off once, I thought.
Yeah, he's cut it off a couple times because he's still showing a little bit of RPMs. He's just releasing the clutch.
He may not even be clutching it. I think he may just be killing it.
I don't know. I'm still showing RPMs, which I
right
should.
there he did it. He completely killed it, then hit the clutch.
Yeah. So I think that's what he's doing. So maybe he's killing it plus the clutch.
Yeah, I'm going to say, coming from experience, I try to do both. I know one time that I had to do it, and I had a chance at finishing really well in a race. I wasn't clutching. It actually hurt me a little bit because you're using too much gas.
You know why he's doing this, Derek?
Why?
He's trying to save so he don't have to pit no more after this next stop.
We only have 30 laps.
I know. Remember, we haven't ran a 30-lap run. We've only ran like 25 at the most before everybody hits pit road. I think he's doing this to save for the final run. 100%. Because guaranteed, Eric Johnson is probably going to have to start saving now. Because I don't see him making it. To be honest. 18's still doing it. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
As Derek was trying not to die.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's interesting. He's got to be doing it for that reason.
Yeah, he's on 28 lap full tire.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody... let me listen to Sean Butler. He's doing the same.
I don't know if there's any team.
No, but there may not be, but he knows. Yeah, he's shutting his off too. Let me listen to Jack Walls. Jack's not doing it now. Yeah, he is too. He's breaking the pit road though. Yeah, that's exactly why. 95, 105. And right now it's still close for Jack, but if James can make it one more lap, or maybe even pit this lap, he can make it. He's gonna pit this lap. He's out of gas. I think he's out.
Nah.
I don't know. Let's see. Sean Butler, he's coming too. That's exactly why they did that.
Yeah, but I don't know though. Wouldn't you be giving up too much?
What's the speed on pit road?
50.
Are we sure it's 50 or 55?
50.
If that's the case, James Heater's speeding right now because he's at 58.
Maybe that 50 for me.
Okay. That's
I'm using the iRacing, not the other stuff.
Oh, well, it's also something else I got mine set on, not miles per hour. Oops.
What were you? You was on kilometers?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
And so Andy Lee's going to take over the lead, but we know he can't make it.
Actually, the 86 beats the 18 off pit road.
See, that's interesting. Eric Johnson is going to be second, but don't think he can make it. He may be saving now, too. There's no way he can make it. That's about, let's see, what is it, 20 laps from now? No. 25 laps. He's about to
we're just now at 25 to go.
Yeah, he'd have to go 31 laps. I don't see that happening.
No, because I'm going to say, how many did Heater go?
Heater only went 29.
And you think he was probably close to being out.
I think he was out. Personally. I think he was out because it sounded like to me he was out.
Well, of course,
I love field mileage races.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate them with a passion.
Yeah, they're tough.
It's just because you don't know if you're doing the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing with them. I always feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. Actually, I'm looking to see where Heater's at. Heater's in P6 right now. He's just not on the back stretch as Andy Lee's on the front stretch.
Yeah, the thing is, also, is remember, everybody in front of him we think's going to have to pit.
We think.
Yeah. Now, if I get proved wrong, I'm just not going to say nothing, never speak again.
I bet you there's a lot of people in here that would definitely agree with you on that statement. Jason Wells seems to be saving fuel. Wait. Yeah. No, Jason Wells, back on pit road.
Yeah, I think he knows. Let's see how long this stop is. A lot of gas he's taking.
5.3, he's filling it all the way up.
Yeah.
Gas and go for the 64.
So if he's back on pit road, and if he's short, didn't him and
yeah, him and Johnson pitted together.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So we know Eric Johnson's short, Keith Haney's short now. James Heater is going to be the only one that may not be.
Along with Sean Butler. Sean Butler
Yeah.
may have a chance of second place here.
Well, he's got a chance at a win if something happens that this Heater runs out of gas coming to the line. And if he wins, that's his 50th career win.
Sean may be a little too far back for that.
Could be. Depending if, let me see if James is actually saving anything first.
Nah.
Yeah, I think he's good to go.
Oh yeah, he's golden.
I think he knows he's good to go. So what are we coming to, 20 to go?
Yep, we just had 20 to go here at Las Vegas in the Red Light Scrambler Series for the Las Vegas 110. We've only had one caution so far tonight, and that was the one car. No, we actually had a 2-car pile up there below the in turn number 2. And then we, of course, had a little bit of yellow incidents. But besides that, we've been fairly clean and green. Just a lot of good racing. Right now, Andy Lee still showing the way, but Eric Johnson is catching. But we do know that the top 3 will have to pit one more time for fuel.
You know, I'm sitting here looking at the last couple of races. James Heater, as we mentioned, coming onto the air, has won the last 2 out of 3 races. He won at Texas and Pocono in the Xfinity Series. I'm going to be honest with you right now, James Heater's got to be the favorite right now to win this championship if he goes on to win this race because he's won just about everything. If you honestly look at it like that, I mean, you know, Phoenix, Kyle Souza won. But I still think, if I'm not mistaken, Heater actually led quite a bit of laps in that one. No, Sean Butler actually led 65 laps.
Just let you know, Andy Lee did come down pit road already.
Okay. James Heater didn't race last week, so he's not missing a beat, by the way, from where he left off.
Nope. As actually right now, he's got to be the favorite to win, and will I actually pick a winner, right?
It looks like it. What's going to be interesting is when we go to Kansas, really Watkins Glen, and how they go.
What car are they doing for
Kansas in the trucks.
Joshua Buckley, you need to get in contact with me before we get off the air.
And that's going to be a good race, though. But that and then Watkins Glen is going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's actually Heater takes over second, only 2.5 seconds back off of Johnson. You don't think we'll see the 33 give a good old block, do you?
Honestly, no. Just because I don't see him being able to make it to the end without stopping.
Yeah, because I think now, this 33's got to run it till he runs out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, you got to do what you can. But you done made your bed pretty much, in my opinion, on that.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't know really because I've never been in this situation. But my thing is, Eric had to notice something was going on with James.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he ran him down from so far back.
That's exactly what it was. Now that we see what it was, that's exactly why. Because he was saving.
Yes, right now, Eric Johnson still showing the way just about 2 seconds in front of James Heater.
By the way, I want to mention Jack Walls and Richard Murdoch racing. This is for 7th. The 83 looking to the inside. Of course, Richard Murdoch probably going to be short. Actually, he's right on the bubble as well, making it. He's going to be close. I'm showing that he may not run out. And by the way, Keith Haney just hit pit road.
And who was you saying may or may not make it?
Jack Walls.
Jack Walls, he should be able to make it.
Well, I'm sorry, not Jack Walls. Richard Murdoch. He's got 18 laps.
Nope, he will not make it. He's in the same boat as...
Oh, Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson.
We're showing him about 2 laps short then.
Yeah, I'd say right about 2.
If you're Eric Johnson, you can save, but you're going to be giving up the lead.
Yeah, and actually right now, though, one thing that Eric Johnson can't smile about is James Heater's got a 39 car that for some reason is really pushing an issue that probably shouldn't be being pushed, but he is. And that, I don't know, I think James still got a pretty strong car that he may not have to worry about it.
If we catch a caution, it changes everything.
Yeah, if we catch a caution here, but I don't know, James is just so much stronger. And with as many cars that have already hit pit road again, I feel like everybody's going to come down. No matter what.
I agree. Yeah, I agree too.
So we're coming to 11 laps to go here. We expect Eric Johnson to either run out of fuel or come down pit road around lap 108 or 107, where we see him maybe running out of fuel. James Heater is coming. He's not coming as quick as what I thought he would be.
No, he's kind of backed off a little bit. I mean, last time by he was still 4/10 faster. But he's kind of, you know.
There's a couple of guys that I know for sure can make it. Of course, Eric Johnson not being one of them. Tim Blum may be able to make it.
Let's see, where's Tim?
Tim is in 3rd place. I believe my calculations right. He should be able to make it.
It's showing about one lap short, but if he can save just a little bit, he'll be good.
But I think if he got a hard approach and Sean Butler.
Sean Butler's going to take that away.
So put Sean Butler onto the podium position. Here we go. We got a battle for the lead. It's underneath the second. We now got 9 laps to go. You got to be thinking Eric Johnson right now. He knows he can't make it.
Yeah, he knows. He knows what, James Heater has. He knows who he's racing against. And he knows the circumstance. The thing you don't know is, what should he do? Because I think, like you mentioned, you've done pretty much made the bed. You've got to try now no matter what. You run out, you run out.
And that's the reason why I feel like the bumper and the rear bumper are about to be used.
Yeah.
Because my thing is Eric, why do I keep on saying DJ? Eric, right now, he's got to use it. Because my thing is, got to try to keep him and maybe, I don't know, maybe if you block him long enough, maybe you can save enough by doing that. Because you do get significantly slower because of it. I don't think it'll be enough. But here we go. James Heater to the back of Eric Johnson.
Here's what hurts. Oh, I'm sorry.
Eric went high.
Yeah, he's going to let him go.
Actually,
definitely
no,
smart.
Oh,
yeah, he's going to battle back. I want to mention real fast. Here's what Eric Johnson's kind of conundrum is. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on win this race. I don't. He's got to be looking at the bigger picture as far as points. He's 4th in points right now. If something happens, he's got a pit. He's going to fall quite a bit.
Here comes James. James looking. Eric going to go back to the top lane. Eric looking like he's going to be able to hang on once again. Andy Lee.
On fresh tires, by the way.
On fresh tires. I thought he was about to run over the 39. That would have changed literally everything.
Yeah, if we get a caution, it's going to change it all.
Actually, right now, one more lap, this race is considered official.
Yeah.
Here comes James here to the outside. That could almost make the bed. This one could be over. Oh, my goodness.
This ain't looking good.
You see it just like I do.
3 wide.
3 wide.
For the lead.
Lap car goes Johnson coming down pit road.
Yeah, he's got to come down pit road.
So that leaves it to James Heater. And look who right now can finish 2nd.
Mr. 49 time.
John Butler. As we've now got 5 more laps to
I'm
go.
anxious to see where Eric Johnson comes out in this. Because he's not going to spend a ton of time on pit road. But he's going to go a lap down, we know.
As now Heater is actually, he's probably off of it now. He's probably not even.
Johnson is down and away right now, showing in 7th place. He's going to drop a little bit, but if he can still manage the top 10, I don't think it's going to be as bad as what I anticipated.
Right there, you see Heater go by him. Right now, like I said, 4 coming to 3 laps to go. I think Heater's. He's not going to let Butler catch him.
Yeah, but he could back up some if he needed to.
Back up, he could probably.
Yeah, he could definitely coast a little bit on it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, you can kind of tell in his driving line.
Yeah, if he needs to, if he is short, he can definitely save, but, he can definitely he can go 27 laps. We've seen him go 29, so.
Let's say 3 laps to go here.
It'll be interesting if Tim Blum can make it or not.
Yeah. This happened a couple laps ago, but the race is considered official at this point. The next flag will end the race. And I think that's why Eric went on and pitted, because he knew once Heater got around him, there was no more chances.
I think he was racing for a caution.
Yeah, that's honest. Because right then, if the yellow would have came out and he still had just enough to putt around for 5 laps, may have had a chance.
Yeah, I think he could have. Honestly, think he could have, saved enough gas in a caution, make it around.
James Heater, 2 laps to go. This time by, he will receive the white flag.
Tim Blum on pit road.
Oh, look who that puts in 3rd now. Guy who I am actually interested to talk to about what happened earlier in the race, but white flag in the air for the 18 car. Boy, I feel like that hasn't been said too many times this season. In real life, in anything, honestly.
That ain't going to be the first time we've seen the 18 in victory lane the last couple of weeks.
No, that is true. But here we go, coming through turn number 3 and number 4. See, looks like he's going to get through there nice and easy. But coming to turn number 4, the 18 car, James Heater. And that's 3 in a row, boys, for him. James Heater pulls it out here in Sin City.
3 out of 4.
But if he didn't race last week, that's 3 for 3.
Yeah, pretty much. 3 in a row for the races he's been in.
Exactly.
Race for third is going to be pretty close. DJ Anderson going to cross the line in third. Jack Walls fourth. Andy Lee, who's going to come back and finish
fifth. And Richard Murdoch pulled out of 6th after starting 15th. Wow. Yep. Big turnaround for him.
Keith Haney just ran out of gas. Wait, he was a lap down. I apologize. And he will finish 7th. All right. We're going to watch the burn down. And I don't think James Heater's on TeamSpeak.
I'm looking. I don't see him either.
He is not. He never gets in TeamSpeak.
Well, good job, James.
Congratulations on the win, though. That's a big win.
Yeah, that is. Well, I guess.
Talk to Sean Butler.
Yep.
We'll talk to him here in just a minute. There's your winner for tonight.
Do remember I've got it?
Yes, sir. I definitely remember this time. Remember, he's got 49 wins. And there he is. We will bring him in right now.
Driver of the number 88, Sean Butler, 49-time winner, all-time. Comes home second. Sean, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, coming home second here tonight. I can't say that I didn't expect to see you there, but, man, you were in mid-pack all race long, and somehow you find yourself up in second, man. Talk to us about your night.
Yeah, it's just it was a difficult track to get a hold of. It seemed like the harder you drove it, the faster it went away is what it felt like for me. So I was just trying to take it easy, and hopefully it went long greens like it did. Save some fuel, and I don't know how James Heater saved that much fuel and was going that much faster, but all the power to him. I'm guessing he was running a different line than me. I have no idea.
Well, I'm about to say it was kind of surprised, but me and Adam finally noticed that he was saving fuel. When did it finally strike you that, hey, if I just save a few more laps, I can make it to the end on this thing? I mean, was that something that just kind of came out of the wind once you saw the 18, kind of start falling back, or is that kind of a decision you had probably about halfway through that run?
I pretty much knew it once that caution come out at 23, I believe, and we pit on 24. I knew it would be real close to making it on 2 stops. I thought I was going to be able to go a little bit further on that first run, so I had to save a lot more on that second run. That way, I didn't have to save on the third on that last run. But like I said, I would like to know how James saved that much fuel and pulled away. But after the way I ran tonight and just kind of running mid-pack, accidentally getting into, I don't think I touched anybody. I think it was netcode. If I touched people, I don't know. It's just a couple weird things, my teammate DJ, and then can't remember what the other guy's name was, Logan or something like that. I just felt bad about those two. It's just one of those weird things that was happening tonight.
Well, man, Adam, do you got anything for him?
No, man. Next week, Kansas Truck Series. It's going to be very interesting. Like we mentioned when you first came in, you've won in this series 49 times. You're the most winningest driver in the series. Do you have anything that you're looking forward to the next couple weeks, whether it be Kansas or Watkins Glen or Talladega?
Out of those 3 tracks, I would say Kansas. I'm not a big fan of the plate tracks because there's too much out of your hands, and then I'm not a huge road racer. I'm a steady Eddie on the road. I mean, I'll probably run in the top 7 or 8, but only way I'm gonna get up in the top 5 probably is just we have a bunch of guys wreck out or something.
Well, 10-4 on that, man. You got any shout outs you want to put out here tonight?
Just my teammate DJ. I know we had a little bit of an incident there early, but we fought back and came back to finish 2-3, so that's pretty awesome.
Good job, man.
Yeah. Congratulations on second place finish there, Sean.
Thanks, guys.
Next up.
Speaking of his teammate.
Yep, there he is.
And talking to the guy that now holds the greatest save on TRN, number 51, DJ Anderson. DJ, man, you got us?
I got a copy.
Well, course, just like I said, you now hold, according to Adam, you now hold the greatest save on TRN, man. I just want to talk about that real quick. What was going through your mind at that moment? The moment that you was looking straight coming out of turn 4, and then you're looking in the infield, then you're in the grass, then somehow you just keep on going like it was nothing. I mean, what's going through your head there?
It kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if Sean had pushed up. At least when I looked, I thought we had plenty of room. I don't know if it was a little bit of net code or not. It got really sideways, and I just pretty much had my hands crossed with the wheel, and thankfully was able to straighten it up fast enough to not hook it back into the wall. But after that, and then come back and finish third, it feels like a win.
Definitely, trust me, I know how those go. Whenever you think that your race is done, somehow you bring it out there. And actually, speaking of that, you was, I want to say, kind of more toward middle to the back of the pack for most of the night. And then out of nowhere, kind of here in the last 20 laps or so, you kind of found yourself inside the top 5. And out of nowhere, kind of as the laps really started to wind down, you found yourself inside the top 5. And then, right there in third, right there at the end. I mean, when did you finally decide, hey, we're going to be short here? When did you start finally deciding that we need to start saving and then found yourself in the position that you were in?
Well, I know Sean and I were talking about it when we had that caution. We went ahead and pitted, topped off, and we were discussing. I'm usually the strategist for our team, and I basically said we can make it. We just have to save that first run just to make sure. And we both pretty much saved that first run to make sure we can make it to the end, no problem. And I really thought we were going to be able to go 1-2, but hats off to James for saving so much fuel and being fast. I don't know how he did it. It was spectacular. I thought Sean and I had the winning strategy there at the end, but it sucks running in the back like that, but I knew at the end we'd be up there for sure because I knew nobody else was going to be able to make it.
Let me ask you a question. We talked about the save a second ago and what you did, and congratulations on that. Congratulations on third, of course. How difficult is it to try to battle back from something like that and try to stay, even though this is a sim and it's not real life, but how hard is it, or what is the thought process of going almost to the infield, almost wrecking the car? How tough is that to try to rebound from something like that?
Well, I guess I would say it's tough, but it's sad to say this, but it's actually not my first time I've done that before. I've actually done it where I've done the same thing and came back to won the race. So I know I can do it. It's more of just making sure I don't over push the car to try to push too hard to make up too much ground all at once and just try to pace myself. And that's kind of what I did this race.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good job on that.
Well, did you got any shout outs you want to put out there tonight?
I guess my teammates, minus the incident that Sean and I had, I think we had a good strategy, and, I really wish it went green the whole way without that one caution. Of course, when that incident happened, I was praying for a caution to come out. So, moving on here, I think we got a good shot of, at least making it to the playoffs, and hopefully, most of us get to the Final Four. So I'm looking forward to next weekend.
Well, alrighty, man. And guys, like I said, that's the 51 DJ Anderson, who now, like I've been saying, now holds the greatest save, according to Adam here. So that's a pretty big accomplishment, I will say.
I don't know if you actually want that accomplishment, but hey, we'll take it either way.
Yeah,
I'll take that, and maybe in the next couple of races I can give you one even better than that.
Cool, man. That was a good job. So congratulations on third place tonight. We'll talk to you next week at Kansas.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Lot,
well, Adam, I want to hear your thoughts on this because this one was interesting, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, it was Las Vegas. The track was hot. These mile and a halves, in most situations when it comes to RedLight, because how clean they are, they're not the most exciting looking races. But, we had some really good racing all in all. It was very interesting when we started this race. We even talked to Landon about it. Do you think guys will run the high line? He didn't think they would, and a lot of guys in here didn't think you would, not till later. But really, the high line was the way to be straight off the bat. So I found that very interesting, and it was really good racing, I thought. I mean, it's kind of what we expect here, watching these guys every week.
Yeah, I will say, it's always something different, and I do like it. I'm about to say, yeah, they may not be wrecking, which is good and bad in its own way because, you know, it's kind of boring. I'll be honest, it's boring to watch a non-rec race because, I mean, it's just hold it open, you know, just sit out there and turn laps. But then again, it's also nice because, you know, you actually get to see probably some really good.
You get to watch the skill, exactly. That's what I like about it.
Well, guys, I'm pretty sure that wraps us up here tonight. Of course, our winner, 18 of James Heater. Of course, this is the RedLight Racing, or RedLight Scrambler Series. There we go, about screwed it up here in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas 110. Of course, this is Derek Pemberton, Adam Chapman signing off, everyone. God bless.